They say a picture can tell 1,000 words, but this particular camera says a little bit more than 1,000 words of the photographs it's taken over its time. This particular camera here was a Kodak camera, and if you look at the back here you'll see that it's a 1913 patent on that, so it was made around post 1913. The interesting thing about this camera is that it's an old camera. I think it's missing its lens in the front, but apart from that the shutter mechanism still works and the bellow still works. If it had a lens in the front here, I believe it would probably work no problem at all. But it does take that portrait film that goes in those box cameras, in the box brownies and things like that. That's what was typical of the day around about the turn of the century. Now this particular camera here is a little bit more important because it tells more than 1,000 words of the pictures that it's taken. If I look around the back here, we'll see there's some inscription inside here. It says Burgess and Halliday Limited. Now Burgess happens to be my grandfather, and Halliday was his friend, and they actually went to war together. He, Roy Burgess, and his brother Terry, and their friend Halliday. Now, so that puts that particular camera at the time of the First World War. Now, to prove my point about this particular camera here, we'll just take a look on the other side. We'll see here there's a inscription in here that says 10th Battalion, 10th Machine Gun Battalion, 10th MGB, 3rd Australian Division AIF. That's the 10th Machine Gun Battalion, 3rd Division, Australian Imperial Forces. So this particular camera here was used around about the time of the First World War. Now, I'm not sure whether it actually, my grandfather was in the trenches in the Western Front in France towards the latter half of the First World War. And this is the camera that he had at that particular time. He may have bought it after the war back in London, or he may have bought it during the war when they were doing training on Salisbury Plain before they went over to the Western Front. But this camera, more than just 1,000 words that it pictures take. Thank you.